All right. Thank you all for taking time out of your afternoon or evening to learn a little bit more about our institutions that are participating tonight. And on behalf of StriveScan, we want to also welcome you and thank you for utilizing this service as we continue the virtual environment in different capacities depending on where you're located. So just a few different housekeeping reminders before we get started here today. The first thing is that the presenters cannot hear nor see you during the duration of the webinar. So if you have questions, which are super important, get all of your questions answered. Just be sure to type them into the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. And if it is for a specific university or an admissions counselor from that school, make sure you add it either in their name or the school's name, so that way we can route it to the right person on our end. There are more sessions coming up throughout the fall. We have tons of different both in-person and virtual events through StriveScan. So we encourage you to check back on the link that you registered for this one and see what next events are happening potentially in your area or work with your schedule. And then finally, you can review the recording of this presentation with all of our guests within a few days of the launch of the video, which will be on the StriveScan website. So be sure to go back in case you need any additional information or contact information from one of our representatives. So without further ado, I will pass it over to the stars of our show, and we will kick it off here with our first presenter. And Danielle, we're just sending you over here, and we will pass it over to you.
Great. Let me just get this going. Awesome. So hi, everyone. My name is Danielle Balsamo. I am an admissions counselor for Fairleigh Dickinson University. I work primarily on our Forum campus, but I also represent our Metro campus. So I get to do the fun part of talking about both. So a little bit about Fairleigh Dickinson. We're actually the largest private university in New Jersey. And we have two different campuses. So our first campus is our Forum campus. It is located in Madison, New Jersey, which is about a 40-minute train ride into New York City. We call this campus our picturesque campus because, as you can see, it is a historical campus. This is our mansion. This campus is what we call a traditional campus. It has a lot of open spaces, greenery, and older buildings. Our other campus is our metropolitan campus. It is located in Teaneck, New Jersey, in Bergen County, and is about 10 minutes from downtown Manhattan. This campus is going to be more urban, just by nature of being closer to New York City, and it does have a more bustling feel with modern buildings. So because we have two different campuses, we are able to offer over 100 plus majors, minors, concentrations, and certifications, anywhere from nursing, engineering, to our School of Art with theater, graphic design, and creative writing are able. Because we have two campuses, even though we are a large university, we actually have the feel of a small one. So we have approximately 16 students in a class on average, and that shapes out into about a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. This means that you're going to get some really great individualized attention. We also offer 43 4+1 combined degree advantage programs, or bachelor's and master's programs. And then additionally, we have 112 clubs and organizations across our two campuses. So this is a quick view of our Metro campus. As you can see, it is a little bit more urban. It does have green spaces, but one of my favorite spots on campus is this bridge. It's our pedestrian bridge that crosses Hackensack River. So a lot of students like to sit on this bridge and watch the sunset or do homework. This is our Forum campus. This is the highlight of our campus. It is our mansion. It used to be a Vanderbilt Twomley estate. So we have a lot of green spaces, a lot of history to this campus. So this is just a great little snapshot of that campus. A couple of other differences between our campuses. Our Metro campus has 21 Division I athletic teams, whereas our Forum campus has 23 Division III teams. So the way that we differentiate those two divisions on our campuses are going to be our mascots. So we're Knights over at Metro, and at Forum, we are the Devils. Our Metro campus is also a little bit bigger than our Forum campus. We have a little bit more of a commuter population as well because of New York City. So you'll see we have about 2,800 undergraduate students, and we're about 50% of students living on campus at Metro, whereas we have about 2,600 undergraduate students at Forum, and about 72% are living on campus. Both campuses also offer a wide range of clubs and organizations, and a lot of students actually do create their own clubs as well. And my favorite example of this is our Pokemon Go club. In addition to our standard classes, we offer a wide range of experiential learning opportunities. So internships, mentoring, networking, guest speakers, career development, and then study abroad. This is my favorite thing to talk about. So we actually have two of our very own international campuses. Our Roxton, England campus, which is about an hour from Oxford and 2 hours from London. It's located in an old abbey from the 1100s. And then we also have our Vancouver campus in Canada. This is a downtown campus, so it's going to have that more urban feel as well. Outside of these campuses, we do offer a variety of other countries and programs that you are able to go on. We just have a few listed here, but we really do recommend that you go on our website, check out the other locations. There's some really great locations. I studied abroad in Italy. I highly recommend it. In terms of application deadlines, we have a couple of different deadlines for you to look at. So our first one is our November 1st deadline, which is early decision. Our early decision is for students who are really excited about Fairleigh and are ready to commit. Our December 1st deadline is going to be early action. This is non-binding. And then we've got our January 31st of regular decision deadline. If you missed that January 31st deadline, that's okay. We will accept admissions on a rolling basis. So that's going to be provided space remains. I do also like to point out that if you apply by that December 1st deadline, you get a $50 application fee waiver, $1,000 annual renewable FTU grant, maximum FTU scholarship consideration, and an accelerated admissions decision. In terms of what you guys need to submit for the application, you can either apply on Common App or you can apply via our website at fdu.edu/go or using the QR code on the slide. And you just are going to submit that application and an official high school transcript. If you guys have any questions about if you want to submit anything extra, I'd be more than happy to chat. So this is my information. I'm also going to be putting it in the chat at the end. But this is a great way for you guys to contact me. I will be your representative. So I do recommend any kind of questions about specific programs like nursing. We have our Quest for Education, any of our extra programming. That's a great way to do that. But other than that, thank you guys. And here are just a couple of QR codes for you.
All right, awesome. Thank you. And then we will pass it over to our next presenter, Nicole, and let her take it away about her university.
All right. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Okay, let's get this sharing. All right. Well, my name is Nicole Slaughter. I'm here with Chatham University, which is a small liberal arts university in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Excited to be here with you tonight. I just want to first give you kind of 3 little factoids about Chatham to give you an idea of who we are. And that is first that we're a beautiful green campus. You can kind of see it behind me, but uniquely as green and rural as it seems, we're actually in the heart of Pittsburgh, which is a very dynamic city community. We also believe that career and academic preparation starts day 1, semester 1. So that's very important to us. And third, we have a diverse community here that values sustainability and inclusion, and you'll see that throughout a lot of what we do. So like I said, we're Pittsburgh University, which is in Western PA. It's been voted one of the most livable cities, a safe city, and a top 15 best college town to be in. It's super fun. I've lived here my whole life. I love it. And we really like students to use the city as a classroom. So we try to help them get involved. Their student ID gets them free Pittsburgh public transportation, as well as discounts to the arts and athletic games. And we're really involved with the community. So we have a lot of great relationships to help our students get internships because all our undergraduates are required to have an internship. We do have two campuses. One is our Shadyside campus. That's our main campus that you see there on the left. It's hard to believe that just a few blocks behind all those trees is Oakland, downtown Pittsburgh. And our Eden Hall campus on the right is our campus that is completely built on sustainability, and all of our sustainability majors are based at that campus. It's about 40 minutes north of the city. Now, if you're living on campus, it can be a very unique experience. We have 6 residence halls, 4 of which are old traditional mansions that have been turned into dorms, so no room is quite the same. And we also do have 7 apartment complexes, which are really nice because we find that a lot of our upperclassmen tend to stay with us all 4 years, or they live in the community with their friends. So to give you an idea of size, we're about 2,300 students. That's undergrad and grad, and we are growing every day. Very exciting. We just had our largest class come in this fall. So it's exciting to see us grow. And just to kind of give you a little bit more perception of who we are in those numbers, almost 30% are out-of-state students. So while we see a lot of Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania students come, we have a good amount of out-of-state and international students join us. 22% of those students are first gen, so they're the first students in their family going to college. 22% are our Alana students, so those are students who are African-American, Latinx, Native American, and Asian. And one other number I'll point out is that 34% of athletes. So we are a D3 school. So if that's an area of interest of playing athletics, these are some of our sports, or you could just come cheer them on. And then other ways to get involved would be student organizations. We have 65+1s, and they kind of differ whether you want to get something more ingrained in your major. A lot of our psychology and criminology students love the Cold Case Files Club. Those are actually live cold cases that they get to work on. But as you see, they can totally span the gamut of opportunities there. We have 50+ academic majors, but something that we're very passionate about is always focusing on finding new academic programs that are really relative to what kind of careers are relevant, thriving, and happening in the world today, and especially in our area. So we're always adding new programs based on what we see are, the careers today and age. So that's some of the things that we've been adding to our programs that students can get involved in. We also have integrated degree programs, which can sometimes be a 4+2 or 3+2, depending on certain tracks that you decide to take. So that's another way that students can get involved in advancing through to advancing their program, also setting themselves up for their future success in their career. So if a master's is already something on their mind, you can actually apply and get guaranteed admission into these programs when you're applying into our undergraduate degrees. We also have success coaches. They're really wonderful. These professional staff members or graduate assistants will be with you from undergraduate for the first 2 years. So they'll help you with whether you need to just get acclimated with student life, being away from home, to helping you figure out where you need to go for career services or academic resources with tutoring. So know that you have that at your fingertips. We love study abroad here. It's very important to us. So every undergraduate student gets a $1,200 study abroad voucher that they can use towards any study abroad program, whether that's Chatham or another party. We want to make sure you have that ability to get abroad. And then just want to talk a little bit about scholarships. Obviously, that's something that's super important as you're discerning where you're going to go. So we have tons of scholarships that I'd be happy to talk to you about if you have any questions at the end, as well as we have scholarship interview days, which are wonderful, a good way to add on scholarships and get to know your faculty members. And please remember, file a FAFSA no matter what school you go to. And lastly, if you have any questions about our applications, we're open now and we're rolling admissions and we are test optional. So let me know if you have any questions at the end. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. And then we will pass it over to Luke from Newman University.
How are y'all doing today? My name is Luke Chalmers. I'm one of the undergraduate admission counselors here at Newman University. A little bit about Newman. We are a small liberal arts private institution located in Aston, Pennsylvania. It's about 25 minutes south of Philadelphia. So easily driving distance to the Jersey Shore as well as to New York City as well too. Founded in 1965 by the Sisters of St. Francis of Philadelphia. We are rooted in the Catholic tradition, the Franciscan tradition. So one of the big things about our school is that, you know, if you want to graduate from Newman, you have to complete an internship, field experience, or clinical rotation. It is a big part of that, and I'm really happy that, you know, to see that Newman realizes the importance of our internships for our students too. A little bit of Newman's numbers, just looking for about 2,500 students, so fairly small university, 48 different academic programs that you can choose from. Average class size is about 23, student faculty ratio is 14:1. So a lot of schools are going to use these numbers. What it means here at Newman is that you will get a very nice individualized attention here from the day you apply to the day you walk across the stage and get your diploma. We also have 23 Division III varsity teams. We also have 4 residence halls on campus as well too for students to live in. And also virtually all of our students who apply will receive some form of merit aid moving forward. So here are all of the 48 academic programs from accounting all the way down to sports management and everything else in between. We have about 12 pre-professional programs as well too. All that means is that you're going to need an additional degree outside of your bachelor's degree to do that. So some more popular ones being, you know, communication, digital media, criminal justice, and nursing as well too. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me in the chat. Here at Newman, we want to see our students succeed both in and out of the classroom. And one of the ways that we make that reality is through the hub at Newman. So here we offer tutoring, both in person and virtual, both group and individual tutoring, whichever works the students' strengths as a whole. Writing services, so no matter where you are in the essay writing process, we have that available too. Disability services, so if you have any programs carry over from high school, we can help you make sure that you have those here at Newman. Academic coaching as well too, to help you guys make the transition from high school to college more smoothly as well too. And then career and personal development to help, you know, you with a job search and the intern search as well too when that time comes in around. Like I was saying before, 23 Division III varsity teams and 9 club teams. So here they are listed above. If you have any questions or want to get in contact with any of our coaches, please again let me know in the chat. We compete in the Atlantic East Conference against Cabrini and Immaculata and Rosemont too, for giving an example. So the nuts and bolts to how to apply. So our 2022 application is open, both our in-house application and the Common App. So please don't hesitate to apply. We have an early action deadline of December 1st. Basically, if you apply by December 1st, we guarantee you a decision by Christmas. Once we go into the 2022 calendar year, that's when we turn into a rolling admission basis. So we'll guarantee you a decision 10 to 14 business days after you apply. We are test optional well too moving forward. So again, so when it comes to sending out test scores, we're able to, don't have to at all. We're able to make a decision straight off a high school transcript, and that's the only thing that's really required too is your high school transcripts. We also recommend that you send in, you know, a letter of recommendation from a faculty member from your school, and also an essay as well too. If you have any other questions about your application, we'll reach out to you directly to secure that information. I mentioned that all of our students receive financial aid as well from us. So one of the forms comes is our merit are the merit scholarships listed here. They're directly correlated to your high school GPAs, and they range from $11,000 to $20,000. So the better you do, the more money Newman can give you. So again, well in school. So, and also senior year counts as well too. If you see yourselves, if you apply in one tier and then at mid-year report comes out and you jump the tier up, send your counselor an email and they will be able to have you to reconsider you for a higher merit scholarship as well. Just that let us know. And there's some other scholarships and grants that we reward if you graduate from a Catholic high school. You get $3,000 as well too. If you go into our nursing program, you get a nursing award as well too. If you're living on campus, there's a residential grant to help offset the living costs on campus. And then if you are a legacy, so one of your immediate family members has graduated from Newman, you get there's that. And then on the flip side too, if you are a first generation student, there is also a grant for that as well too. And there's no separate applications for these as well. These are pulled directly from your application. So very easy. We are having a combination of in-person and virtual visits throughout the year. I'm going to throw in the chat too a link for how to sign up for those. So thank you guys for the time, and please hope to see you guys sometime during this application cycle too. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Awesome. Thanks, Luke. And then we will send it over to Alexa at Monmouth University.
All right, let me share my screen and get started. All right, hello everyone. My name is Alexa. I am an undergraduate admission counselor at Monmouth University. I am a proud Monmouth alum myself. I graduated with a degree in psychology and a minor in health studies. So a little bit about Monmouth, sort of Monmouth by the numbers. We are a private, mid-size, comprehensive university. We are located a mile from the Jersey Shore, in West Long Branch, New Jersey. So if you check out our map over here, we are right on the beach and about an hour drive to Manhattan and an hour and a half drive to Philly. We have a train station about a mile from campus where you can take like an hour and a half train to Manhattan, if that's interesting to you. We have about 4,500 undergraduate students and 1,500 graduate students with an average class size of 21 and a 12:1 student to faculty ratio. We cap our classes at 35. So again, definitely a very intimate classroom experience. You will definitely not just be a number on campus, you are someone who will be known by your faculty, and you'll feel like a part of a tight-knit community. I'm going to go to this next slide. So we say at Monmouth that hawks fly together. And if you know anything about hawks, they actually fly solo in nature. So Monmouth hawks are different. They fly together. As cringy as that sounds, it's definitely true. There's a real culture of caring on our campus. We really strive to create an inclusive and caring, tight-knit community. And so it really feels like that on campus. It feels like that when you're staff, it feels like it when you're faculty, student. And so I think everybody sort of buys into that concept that you look out for each other and you fly together. So it's really pretty sweet. Our location definitely impacts the student experience in so many good ways. We have a really beautiful historic campus. We have beautiful historic buildings that are also, next to these brand new, beautiful modern buildings. So it's definitely a stunning place. We really, really recommend that you come visit us. But again, we're right on the beach and then close, to the city as well, whichever city is your city. So that is a great thing. You can obviously use that to your advantage in so many different ways, and our students definitely do that. So definitely a beautiful place to be. Come see us. Where we are shapes who we are. So not only is our campus, in the town we are in great, we also are located near some really cool towns in the, Monmouth, Jersey Shore area. So Red Bank is a town that everyone loves to hang out in. Asbury Park, there's a lot of cool music venues, restaurants, really great stores and shopping, and just lots of things to do on the weekends if you don't want to be on campus. But of course, you know, campus is where so much of the fun happens and so much of the magic happens. About 80% of our first year students will live on campus their first year. We do actually require students to live on campus for their first and second year. So there's a 2-year live-on requirement. However, if you lived within commuting distance and you were commuting from your parents' or guardian's home, you are able to commute, which is why that 80% is there. But for out-of-state students, which most of you, I imagine, would be, you are guaranteed housing all 4 years, and again, would be required to live on your first 2 years. Some students in their junior and senior year choose to live off campus in, you know, our community. There's so many different beautiful, beautiful homes that get rented out to our students. You know, in this beach town, that's quite lovely. They're winter rentals, so where people would typically vacation all summer, they are available for the winter, while our students are at, you know, at Monmouth in this 2 different semesters. So that's where, you know, students typically would live in their junior and senior year. We do have tons of options for upper class students as well, though. We have apartments on the beach. Literally sand is at your front door. So those are the University Bluffs, again, available for upper class students. So it's really a bunch of different options for you. In terms of what you can do on campus, we have over 120 clubs and organizations, you know, everything from surf club to the Black Student Union. We have Hawk TV. There are so many different things you can get involved with at Monmouth to really get to know everybody, you know, find your place. We are also a Division I athletic program. We have 23 D1 sports, and if you're not an athlete, that's still so meaningful to your Monmouth experience because you have a team that you can proudly cheer for. These are, you know, winning teams. They're so great. And so it's so fun to watch. And these are students who will be, you know, in your classes, and, you know, this, you know, our institution is small enough where you, you know, are friends with everybody. There's so many different people in your classes, and D1 athletes are, you know, part of the community just as well. So we actually are just adding women's rowing as well as one of our newest D1 sports. So that's not on the list, but is an option. And another great thing about Monmouth is that we require students to have what we call an experiential education opportunity. So you have to do some kind of hands-on learning while you're at Monmouth. So some of these things in these photos, students are tagging sharks in the ocean with their marine biology class. We have a partnership with ESPN3. So if you're interested in, you know, athletics and also journalism or broadcast, you can get that experience. All of our students who are a social work major, education, and all the different health studies, you will be in the field practicing what you learn in the classroom out, you know, in the world where you hope to be when you graduate with a job. Here are all the different majors that we offer. We have a bunch of really, really fantastic bachelor's plus master's programs. A brand new one is our physician assistant program. So that's a 3+3 bachelor's plus master's. We have a great nursing program and all these other ones listed up here. And so again, if you have any specific questions, please reach out. Our faculty are fantastic. They genuinely are wonderful. They're invested in teaching just as much as they are in research. You can get engaged in research as early as your first semester on campus, pretty much whichever major you are. Our faculty are focused on the undergraduate experience, and so that's really important to us. Gonna skip because I don't have enough time, but we want you to apply. So here's some information about how to apply. We have an early decision deadline. Early actions is December 1st, and that's our non-binding option. Regular decision by March 1st. We are test optional through fall 2023, and potentially longer than that. So yeah, we want you to apply with your transcript, a letter of recommendation, an essay, and do so by one of the deadlines that suits you best. But otherwise, please reach out if you have any questions about Monmouth. And thank you so much for your time.
All right, awesome. Thank you. And then we will pass it over to Pennsylvania College of Technology.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm happy that you are able to join us here virtually for this brief presentation. My name is Maya Tsai, and I am a mission counselor here at Pennsylvania College of Technology. We call Penn College. My main responsibility is working with out-of-state students, except New Jersey and New York, with all international students on the F1 visa. Hopefully, this brief presentation will help you gain some understanding about Penn College. At Penn College, we are a national leader in applied technology education. If you are a CTE student taking career and technical education classes, Penn College is a perfect school for you. We have over 100 plus major across our 3 different schools: business, arts and sciences, engineering technologies, and nursing and health sciences. The student population is about 4,000. Average class size is 16 students, and we have 150 plus learning labs available to students. Our lab represent the equipment, tools, and process found in real life working environment. For example, what you can see on the screen here, upper right corner, 20 chair dental hygiene clinic, concrete science lab, aviation center. We also have brewing and fermentation facility. Our college-owned fine dining Lagoon Chef restaurant, and automotive lab. Here are some facts about Penn College. Our faculties are industry expert with relevant proven experience. We do not utilize any graduate teaching assistants. Our industry connection and advisory board help us connect with the latest technology and keep our practice current. As a leading college in technology, we continually renovating our facilities. For many of our programs, the hands-on real-world experience extend outside the classroom to the internship, clinical, and senior capstone projects. Why are these important? This opportunity allows students to network and work with professionals and prospective employers in the industry. Students also gain additional hands-on experience outside the classroom. For example, Penn College students also have opportunity to gain global experience through our faculty, short-term faculty that study abroad program. For example, a fun trip led by transportation technology faculty will visit numbers of hotspots in France and Italy, including Alfa Romeo, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Maserati facilities. On campus, we have over 65 different student clubs and organizations that our students can enjoy based on a major leadership experience and the interests. And we also offer on-campus apartment-style housing options for students to fully immerse in the college experience. If you are into sports, we have intramural opportunities. It's the largest student organization on campus with over 1/3 of students participating. If you're looking more something a little bit more competitive than intramural athletic, we have 5 club sports. We also have 16 NCAA Division III intercollegiate athlete sports. Our coaches from lacrosse and wrestling teams actively recruiting students from Virginia, Delaware, and Maryland area. We have many successful students. They are beginning their careers right after graduation and putting their degree to work quickly, which is the evidence in our 98% graduate placement rate. Here are just a few examples of our amazing alumni. If you have seen Food Network TV show Chopped, our culinary and baking graduate Christina is the champion of Chopped. Matt works for Google Pixel. Jessica works for FC Dallas, which is a professional soccer team. Matthew works for Amazon Robotics. Alexis is a surgical technologist here at UPMC. And Corey is a design manager for Sign Producer as a company who builds big billboard for the sports stadiums. How did this student get a chance to attend Penn College? Well, they use our three-step admission process. Filled out application, either institutional application or common app. We are open and enrolling admission at Penn College, meaning open admission, meaning that we do not have minimum GPA requirements or SAT, ACT score requirements. Rolling admission, meaning that you can apply and receive an admission decision after you submit all the supporting materials. And the final step will be meeting placement requirements. So at this stage, if you have taken SAT or ACT scores, then we can use the score to determine your math and English placements. And also applying for Penn College, it's free to apply. There's a deadline. There's some deadlines on the website. I can forward the link to you shortly. And I also work with international students. If you're any international here on the F1 visa, feel free to contact me with any questions. The best way to connect us will be come to visit us. We are centrally located in Pennsylvania, about 2 hours from Harrisburg, 3 hours from Baltimore, 3.5 from DC. From Richmond, Virginia will be about 5 hours. We have 5 dates here, open houses this fall. It's very, very impressive experience for students and parents who come to our campus in person. These are in-person events. So we look forward to welcoming you to our campus this fall. If any question, feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Maya.
Thank
And
you.
then finally, we will have Montclair State wrap up the evening and share a little bit about their campus.
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Vanessa Devricks. I'm the lead admissions counselor for Montclair State University. I'm also an alum. So Montclair State has been home for me for both my bachelor's and my master's degrees. But Montclair State University is a public institution in very northern New Jersey. Right here in Dot, we're only 12 miles away from New York City. We're considered the second largest school in New Jersey. We have about 21,000 students on our campus, 17,000 undergraduates, and you're going to expect about 3,100 to 3,300 freshmen each class. But even though we are a second largest school in New Jersey, we do keep our class sizes smaller. So you're going to experience around 25 to 30 students in each classroom. So you're still going to have that feel of knowing your professors and knowing your classmates in your programs and your majors. And Montclair State University offers over 300 different academic programs. There's going to be the majors, minors, concentrations, as well as our advanced degrees and combined degrees that we offer through our school. And our average student has around a 3.2 or 3.3 GPA. For all the students that live on campus, it's still a big number. For New Jersey, it's around 5,300 students that live in one of our 10 different residence halls. And Montclair State University does span over 252 acres. But our campus is a suburban campus. We're nestled on a hill overlooking the New York City skyline, so it's quite beautiful. But our campus does have its almost small feel as that you don't need transportation to and from your campus. You could walk the entirety of the campus around 5 to 7 minutes, but we do offer shuttle buses that go from our campus to our local areas in Clifton for shopping, as well as downtown Montclair. But what's really exciting about Montclair State University, not only the location being so perfect in the suburban environment, but 12 miles away from New York City, is that we do offer 2 NJ train stations right on each side of our campus. So you do have 2 train stations right on our campus, as well as NJ bus service that goes into the local areas. So Montclair State is a very accessible, I would say accessible area for you to get to from northern New Jersey for train stations or bus service throughout the entire state and surrounding areas. Okay. And Montclair State University is a very diverse and inclusive campus. We are actually considered a Hispanic serving institution and have been named over 18, 20 years in a row a top 100 college for Hispanics, as well as multiple years in a row for a top 25 school for LGBTQ plus friendly campuses. And some other accolades that we're well known for is for teacher education, for our graduate programs, as well as our BFAs in dance. So Montclair State University loves to not only have wonderful programs in our BFAs, our College of the Arts, for what we're known for, but also like to include all diverse students from everywhere. We get every single state for applications. We do see several different countries welcome international students as well. And what's really wonderful about Montclair State University is that you have many different academic services to help you along the way. And some of our academic programs at Montclair State we want to highlight are some most popular programs on the left. Top 5 programs are going to be in your justice studies, psychology, biology, business, as well as your teacher education programs. But for students that are not sure what they'd like to do yet, we do have an undeclared discovery program. So you could be a pre-major and get connected with your interests in some of these discovery tracks where you have your own advisor and career services to help connect you to what kind of majors are in your interest and what kind of careers could come out of those programs. Montclair State University also has 39 combined degree programs. So we offer both your bachelor's and master's in 5 years. Will save you time and money and also become competitive in some certain job fields. In addition to this, we do have 4+1 MBAs, which means that you'll have your bachelor's degree in one of these columns on the right, and then also can have your master's in business administration in that extra year. Again, saving you time and money, but also giving you a new skill set with your advanced degree. Montclair State University, all of your curriculums you could find right directly on our website. You'll see our roadmap to graduation for 4 years and every class that you would need to take. So this way you could see exactly what you need to learn. And most of our majors do have some experiential learning, field work, or observation hours that are required. So you could have hands-on study in your actual programs. Montclair State University does have a lot of involvement on campus, whether it's our traditional events, weekend events. We're 120 clubs and organizations on our campus, anything from academic to cultural, special interest clubs. It's a lot of fun and a lot of them are student run. We do have 34 fraternities and sororities on our campus. We're Division III athletic teams with 18 different sports, as well as intramural sports if you're interested. We also do study abroad in over 60 different countries. So we have different institutions you go to abroad for an entire semester, or with faculty, with different faculty members in your program for credit for smaller semester hours. So this is a great opportunity for our students. And for our out-of-state students, we do have 10 different residence halls that our students live in, and you do have different options in your freshman year. And our freshman housing is guaranteed for our students that do deposit by our national college deadline of May 1st. And for those that are applying to Montclair State, you can apply in 2 easy ways, either through the Common App or in-house through our website, montclair.edu. If you do apply, you will need to submit all the Common App materials, plus your official high school transcript. Montclair State University is a test optional school. So that means that we do not require SATs or SAT scores for admissions. We are going to be looking holistically at your application materials, also your academic transcript, GPA, and the courses that you've completed over your time in high school. We are also a rolling admission school, so we have a preferred deadline that goes all the way up to March 1st, but we do have early action decision deadlines. So it is a non-binding decision. If you're applying early action, it just means that if you apply and are complete by December 1st, we will get you a decision to our school by December 23rd. And we also have separate deadlines, again, for nursing and preferred. And then I just want to mention that if you are going to be coming to Montclair State or we're coming to you, we do have open house dates, which are going to be virtual for Sunday, October 10th and Sunday, November 7th. And you could sign up through montclair.edu admissions/visit. So I want to thank you so much. And I have my contact information. And I'll put it in the chat below.
All right, awesome. Thank you all so much for sharing a little bit about your individual institutions and what kind of makes them unique. So it's always great to see. And just a reminder for all of the attendees and the students in the audience that the recording of this will be available on the StriveScan website. So be sure to go back and watch that in case you had any additional questions or need contact information. So we will conclude this portion of the event, and we hope to see you at a future Strive Scan event moving forward. Thanks all.